Welcome back, everybody, to the West Coast. In my spare time, well, you might not recognize this field because in my spare time, my little farmer here and my brother, we've been clearing out this field that is at the top of the map, basically 18 or 19, and combining it into one big field. And also, we made a nice little shortcut path over there on over to the sheep farm. So we have not taken that yet. I don't have it set up with Courseplay, but I think this will help out our farm a lot. We get a lot more acreage up there on the top of the hilltop, and look at those views. I did not get a chance to plant it. I think it'll be fallow this year. I do also want to plow it up and make sure that it has, well, actually it is already plowed. Never mind. Because we plowed it and then cultivated it. And yeah, so that is what happened there. I also went through and I just want to show you some other updates to make Courseplay work a little bit better. I know the developer version of Courseplay has something that can go around these poles in a map. You know, they call them islands, but I was not having success with that. So I added a little bit more grass to that area to see if Courseplay will detect that island now. And of course that grass will grow. It's just, a very young growth stage. But anyway, that is that will hopefully happen. And then to make things easier to get in and out of the farm, I took up a hedge there and I made a path up there to, it was just those gates over there are way too hard to get in and out of for getting some of the bigger equipment, and we're kind of going to big scale here. Anyway, that ends the rest of that. We are going to get going with some hay today, and I don't know. Let's see, today, I think that's right, it's early summer. We're moving at 1x speed because I want to see the sunrises and sunsets. And then I said that in previous videos. I'm going to speed up and slow down as needed. But I think right now we will, let's see, I really want to use some of those balers. My first time using those cool balers. However, I think, oh, what am I doing? I need to... I need a 10 before I windrow, unless I pick this up for silage, so we have the round bale. Yeah, so that's something. Oh, I guess I could. Well, can we do, I don't know if we can do, okay. So we're going to make up our mind eventually here. Let's look at our garage. No, it'd be easier to look at equipment under balers. Baling technology. The big Crone baler is 125 horsepower to pull. I think Fritz might be able to pull that guy. I mean, it's a round baler, but that's significantly more horsepower than before. So should we try it? I mean, these guys, 120, 150, I don't know if we could. That's a lot because then you have the Packer. That has a lot more weight. Let's try it. Let's try it with Fritz. Let's get my brother going and my wife going. Or no, we'll call that my cousin. My wife's inside making lunch for us all. That's my cousin. He's having why is the wheel turned? Huh. That's weird. My cousin is going to be driving the Ford there. And let's hop on up here and let's get started. All right, I have my cousin and brother going out there. Let's stop and look at them real quick. They are doing a nice job there. We just saw a glimpse of my cousin, and there's my brother. We're going to go see some more of them, but we have to first get our baler set up because we don't have our baler set up, and we'll be out there to join them quickly in the field, hopefully. We got to go on in, and I'm hoping we'll be able to pull this baler. I know it looks pretty heavy. I don't know how we'll do, but we are kind of traveling not against the grain. What am I looking for? We're not really traveling up a steep hill. We're kind of traveling traversing the ground, traversing the hill properly there, I think. So I think that we should be fine there. Let's go on up here and let's stop because we got to put in. All right. Well, does it come preloaded? I don't know. That's something we're gonna have to look at. Let's take a look here. So let's open you up. Gotta remember those keys. And let's see. Do we need to? I forget what we need to open here. Is it all one side? Okay, it's both sides. That's right. So we have looks like those are all full. We start out fully loaded. That's kind of nice. And was it one of these? I thought it was that side door. Nope. We have extra right there. There we go. So let's put in another roll, and okay, so we're going to take a roll, and let's, what's the button there? Insert roll. Okay, X and X. So we can insert one more roll. Let's insert you there. Whoops, I accidentally jumped up on the baler. All right, let's close everything up, and let's go. Let's see how long. Wait, there we go. I should bind those to my side console instead of always having to. Okay, let's get ready to go. I think let's see how this works. So we've got to, let's see. There are some controls. Are there controls we need to worry about here? Do we unfold something? Do we gotta turn on baler first? Okay, there we go. So we want to wrap the bales. We want to set the bale size to the largest, 1.5, and then we will lower the pickup when we get out there on the field, and I think we're good. Change bale drop mode auto. I think, well, I think I want to turn that off, actually. I think I want to drop the manual, and that's another reason why I would probably want to set this up a little bit better for my side console, so I don't always have to. That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. I was not looking at the screen. Okay, let's just ignore that. Nothing happened. Lower our pickup and let's go. Let's see what happens here. We are pulling it pretty good so far. Let's look at outside view a little bit. Let's get a good look at this baler in action here. And now we're starting to slow down a little bit because it's this is part of the addition to drill that as the bale loads up there, it's not only starting to get heavier, but it's you got to compact it more. I think that takes just that much more energy. I think we'd have better luck actually setting Frederick on this tractor and setting up Fritz on my other one. But you know what? Slow is better than no speed at all. Let's get a few things back there. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, like I said, slow is better than no speed. Let's just keep going here at a slow speed. We got all three tractors working, so that's good. As soon as we get everything done, then of course we will go back to finishing. Okay, so now one thing I don't know is how do we actually the pre-chamber is full. Yeah, so I need to drop you. What's the drop bale? Okay, there we go. And let's just change it to auto real quick. And unless we run into a thing where we start dropping a lot of them on the edge and they start rolling downhill, let's just keep it on auto for now. I think that could still be really good. And this turn's going to be, well, hopefully it doesn't drop the bale. This would be perfect if it drops it right now, right as I finish. No, that's going to roll downhill. Maybe not. Oh, it was going to stay there, but Frederick hit it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Now it's probably going to roll downhill. Oh, it seems pretty, yeah. Seems pretty flat right there. All right, well, now here's where we're going to have a problem running uphill here. This is kind of tough. That's a hard one. That's a hard one to do. But this is a little hard on Frederick, and this is why I was saying that, you know, a second big tractor would just be perfect. I think that's kind of what we need. Let's look at the view over here with our other siblings. Well, our other family. There we go. Look at that. Look at that view, guys. There we go. This is a beautiful, beautiful sight. My brother and a young budding farmer, young aspiring farmer, all working the same field together, doing their own thing. We've got, oh, that bale's rolling a little bit. So hopefully that will stop. It didn't look that steep, though, this area. But it is rolling down there a little bit, picking up momentum. Hopefully it will stop before my brother hits it. Oh, he got it again. Oh, man. Brother, come on. Yeah, we were just a little bit too close to the edge there. That's not really his fault. I mean, he is kind of driving blind with... he needs to pay more attention. What am I talking about? It's all his fault. He is definitely the fastest, so perhaps if we get the tractor... You know, if we get the mowing tractor too far ahead of us, maybe we should swap out tractors and put Fritz on the mower. I think that Fritz would have a much better time with the mower. Let's see. I don't know. Should we see about that? Let's just swap up tractors and see what happens here. Let's see what happens. And well, first of all, do we want to, let's see. So Fritz has 170, 80. Oh, that's too hard on Fritz. I think that's going to be way too hard on Fritz. We could try. Fritz is what's it? How much? 240 horsepower. That doesn't leave any room left over. I think our best bet is actually just keep on doing this and go slow. And then when my brother gets done mowing, we will swap out tractors with You know, these fields go pretty quick, especially with as fast and big as Fritz is. I mean, actually, we really don't need a mower this big. I mean, if you're talking realistically wise, we do have a huge mower for the size of our farm. Let's move with my brother over to another field though while we are here. And the next field that we want to move to is gonna be probably what is that up there? Not 29, but 21. So let's move up to 21 and grass fields 21. And I'm thinking that what did I originally say I am doing? Okay, let's concentrate so I don't hit the... I said it, I just didn't think it fast enough. That was my problem there. That's... Oh, goodness, I'm worst farmer in the world. We are going to 20... Let's see. Let's do 29, 21, and 22 as all... silage, and then the 23, 24, 27 as hay bales. I think that's what we're going to do. 23 is a little bit bigger. It'll give us a little bit more room for those bales. Since we are also feeding the sheep, remember, that's something that we have to remember to look out for. Let's get on in here, and my brother will start right away. And my brother should be off on his own. Let's get our glance up a little bit so we can make sure he's doing a fine job up there. And, oh, my cousin's not going to see those bales, is he? Hopefully he avoids them. Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin. I think he's going to miss him. He missed it. Good job, cousin. And that bale is rolling. Perhaps if we stop, let's make it stop. There we go. Will it continue with us? It's going to continue following us. I thought that this would be... well, I thought this would be a shallow enough hill where we wouldn't have the problems when we're going this way, but hopefully that will stop somewhat soon down here on the edge of the field. It won't go all the way, hopefully. It kind of flattens out right here, maybe. Maybe it'll stop. We will see. We'll have to see here in a little bit. Otherwise, we're going to have all the bales in this. Yeah, that's a really steep slope there, actually. Let's, yeah, those bales are going bye-bye. Those bales are going bye-bye. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's a little bit hillier. Let's see. How could have I done this better so that they wouldn't have... Perhaps if I would have gone, you know, longer along the ridge that way instead of going up like I'm doing now. I totally did not think about that when I originally made these course play courses. Oh, this is getting bad. This is getting bad. I would have thought that, I mean, I guess not. I would have thought that this actually was a big enough, you know, slope that we wouldn't have this problem, but I don't know. I mean, obviously not, right? That's why it's doing this. You know, I really should wait until, I really wanted to work the same field with 3 tractors, but I really should wait until we're done windrowing to bale, because it'll make everything cleaner. Because right now he's going through the field, you know, the edges again one last time, pushing everything out a little bit more to combine them, and it's just causing a slight problem with bales. Another problem is I'm thinking of temporarily, we can do one of 2 things. I actually really like the ball and boy, the idea of that, because then we could have the bales being automatically, well, not automatically, but it's a good way to pick up like 5 or 6 bales, take them back home when we're making silage, and you know, it's very what you call it, like unintensive, so there's little chance of poking a hole in the bale. Plus, if we do, we're moving it home and we're going to be using it shortly anyway, so it's not like there'll be a real problem there. But the alternative is, I don't know, what do you guys think of this? Maybe I'll make this a poll. What do you guys think of an automatic, an autoloader pickup where we could run through this field with an autoloader pickup, and that way I could fictionally say it's something like my brother or cousin actually the one that's picking up these bales instead of just me. You know what I mean there? It seems like it could be a little bit more, well, not necessarily realistic because whoops, we want to fold this up. Not necessarily more realistic because, well, it's in, a fake universal autoload script. But it could be more realistic in the sense where I am sending my brother or cousin out to handle a job that is normally really labor intensive and the course player AI just cannot do, especially with the bales rolling all over the place. Well, for that matter, the universal autoload might not even work. So I don't know. Since the bales are rolling all over the place, it may or may not be the best thing to do. But it is an interesting thought. We need to load its field 21. And let's go in here and let's see. We need to start course to the very first again, and we will be off. So as soon as well, here's what we could do. As soon as Frederick moves on to, not Frederick, as soon as the blue tractor gets ready to get done windrowing field 22, then we're going to need to add in the step of tedding field 23, 24, 27. So we could actually stop and park the baler now, because then it would be better use of our time to use Fritz to Ted and then use the windrower to windrow. And I know in real life you don't really windrow right after you Ted. You Ted and then you let it dry out for a little bit. But, based on the game, we can't just let it dry for a while, because then as soon as the night cycles, then we lose some of the grass out there on the field. So this is actually, and you know what? Isn't there a way to change the wrapping color? Or is that something else that I missed with something else? I don't know. I thought there was a way to change the wrap of the bale. Let's look at that real quick. Turn off baler. Pickup mode. Reset bale counter. Maybe that is a... Oh, that's right. That's that's in the Giants default balers. Or the, that's the Coon bag. Oh, man. We're going to have a hard time there getting those bales out. But, you know what? Let's go around the edge of the field real quick. Let's just get this stuff. Let's see. I think that should I do a cinematic here, guys? I don't know. This isn't going to be very exciting cinematic based on the... I think this tractor just needs more horsepower. This isn't going to be a very exciting cinematic based on the speed that we are moving. So I think instead, for once, I will probably skip to the end. Well... Here's what I'm thinking, guys. We've left my brother and I put my wife on the mower because, no, not the mower. I put my wife baling, and she doesn't exactly know what she's doing. She's gonna have a few, well, not that I know what I'm doing. We're gonna have a few bales rolling down the hill just because of, well, yeah, they're going to roll down the hill and off the field. But I figured this would give me a chance to jump in the telehandler and start stacking the bales neatly on the edge of the field, and then we can go down and grab them later when we actually need them for silage. I think that's probably the best way to do it. And, oops, I accidentally bumped my keyboard. And then later we can jump, I don't know. We'll figure out how to get them back to the farm efficiently later. We can just go out to the field one at a time and kind of grab them, but I don't know, that seems somewhat inefficient, but they are all pretty close here. Like I said, the alternative is we could just buy a trailer and with universal autoload and have my wife or someone else come out and get them, and that could kind of simulate hired help going out with Manny or something like that and getting them. So that's always an option to do, but for now I think we will let's see. Let's just kind of stack these up neatly. Let's get outside the camera a little bit. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be, I don't know. Oh boy. And there is, let's see. So let's try this a little bit. Let's get in here and let's do we need to go down? And let's go up a little bit more, down, and there we go. Let's see if we can't grab this bale. Oh boy, this is gonna be ugly maybe. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, well, we got it. Good old wrap bale handlers. I think that's a little ugly, but it's not bad for our first one. Let's where should we put these? Let's put them all. Let's see, I don't want to cause any problems with the rest of the bale. Let's put them all over here in this corner. I think this is flat enough down here that we can put them down here. And we need to get my brother started on another field. All right, so I will be right back. Oh. All right, well, our first bale kind of ran off on us a little bit, but we'll get a little bit better as we go along. Let's see. My wife's coming. let's see if we can get this before we have a run into with my wife. Here we go. Let's go down a little bit more. Oh, that bale just moved. Okay. So let's try like that. And there we go. This one maybe is a little bit better. Let's lift up and tilt if we can. Oh, we messed it up. Oh, man, we totally ruined that one. All right, let's open up again. We got this. We got this. We got this. If I can go forward. There we go. There we go. Let's close. And did I not close enough? Wrong way. That doesn't help anything. Okay, here we go. Let's get out of here. We got that bale. Okay, here we go. We're doing stuff now. And here we go. Let's park this over here. And hopefully, if I do this correctly, let's open on up. And there we go. We did it. We got our first bale down. All right, so this is going to be an awful long process, but let's see. I'm not sure. Let's see. How much more time do we have to go today? I'm not sure how much more time we actually have today. I do also want to do an update on my abandoned forest map, including another small tutorial. So I actually think that for the sake of time, I think that I will cut this episode a little bit short and perhaps... Let's, yeah, we're getting the hang of it now. There we go. Look at this. That was relatively smooth, guys. Yeah, until I back into another bale. But, all right, we're getting the hang of this now. And here we go. So, I think that I do like that idea of using a trailer with universal auto load. So that way I can just send my brother down here to, you know, if I was playing all by myself, I would never do something like that. I don't really actually like those that script, but since I'm just playing by myself, and I don't know, I also love stacking bales, so maybe it would be more fun to, well, you know what, if I do the universal auto load script, then I could always I could always have my brother go out and get them on the field, and then I can stack them neatly around the farm. And then that way, I still only have to do one end of it. I still get to kind of work with my family and do jobs like that with my family. What? You kidding? The air of my tractor made you start... What? Look, you did it too! What the heck? What, the tractor just driving by caused him to start moving? Come on. Come on, man. Is that really... Oh, it did it again! What is the deal? That is way too coincidental to happen, right? I'm not crazy, guys. Right? Or am I crazy? Let's close this. See if I can remember which one is close. Okay, so we're going to raise and tilt like that, and there we go. We're slowly getting the hang of this. I am slowly, if you guys didn't notice, I have been struggling to remember to use my side console with Manny or any kind of front loader. I'm slowly getting the hang of doing that, so that will really aid in the speed. Once I get the speed down, once I get the speed part down, that'll really make things a lot faster over here. So I think that will also contribute to making things faster. And there we go. So we are coming along pretty... Let's get out of here before... There we go. Let's go and... What? You're going to let the little bale stop you? All right, let's get on up here to... Well, actually, let's make sure she didn't try to drive over it. Oh, she did! Oh, man. Okay, well, I think on that note, maybe I should finish up this field myself. Oh, goodness. This is what happens when... Oh, man. I'm sorry, honey. I shouldn't have told you to drive over the bale. Stop trying to drive over. I'm sorry. All right, well, we got the tractor unstuck. On that note, I think that I will end this episode. I am kind of sad because I really do love grass work and I miss it. Fortunately, we're going to be able to do this at least one more time throughout the year, so you guys can look forward to that. And then possibly I might do some kind of a cinematic on grass work in the near future, probably for Friday's episode. You know what, I might even start off with a cinematic, so you guys can look forward to that. And yeah, I think that we will end this episode now just because I'm a little bit pressed for time and I've got a few more videos to edit and get up there. So look for my December update and then also a tutorial over on the abandoned forest. I am sorry to cut this episode short, but we had a lot of fun even though it was pretty short. And again, we'll get back on here and play around some more later. And this is where I really think that we could use another tractor, because then we could have Fent and we could have this tractor and then the Billy tractor, both windrowing and tedding. But then also we get these bigger balers. I mean, I guess the alternative is we could get rid of this one. And I mean, well, here's the problem. It's like this combines two steps, right? And the alternative is we could go with one of these coon ones and you know, go with the round wrapper. But I don't know. I mean, it's all just, I don't know. It could be fun to use the coon pack. I don't know. Oh wait, this can wrap bales? Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize this was oh wait, is that a square wrapper? Which one's the round wrapper? This one's more horsepower. That's the square. This is round. Why didn't I get this one originally instead of getting this big guy? I forget why I did that, because this one can wrap round bales. So why wouldn't I get that one instead of this one? Was I just determined to use the crone with MR? I know it's kind of confusing. Maybe. Well, okay, so this is something that you guys can tell me. Is it Fritz that is just struggling to run this tractor in MR, or is it possibly that this Ultima does not work well with MR? I remember that it didn't work well, but I think it was Baron who made the script and made it work with MR. It is fun to have those extra bale features where you get to load the foil and stuff like that. But I mean, if you guys think that little Fritz here could power the Coon baler, well then maybe we should just switch to that one instead, because it's basically doing the same thing. And I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I would not be opposed to changing, although I do really like this one. No, we'll just stick it. At the very least, I want to see how this works with Frederick pulling it. But I mean, again, that's kind of why we need another tractor. We could have another big tractor pulling this, or the big square baler, and it could actually keep up with the mower and the windrower and the tedder. We could have the whole family out there, including my cousin. So that could be exciting in the future. But right now we just don't have the tractor sizes to support it. And yeah, that's just fine though. You know what? We're a small farm. And let's see. I think we have one more pass down here. Yep, just one more. So there we go. Okay, so we got things finishing work. Stay tuned for Friday's episode. Again, sorry this is a little bit shorter, but well, it's actually not that short now that I have said goodbye for another 10 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty much a normal sized episode, I think. So maybe I don't need to apologize for anything. So yeah, seriously though, thanks you guys, and welcome to all. I've had a recent influx of new subscribers, so I thank you all of you new guys who subscribed. And I will have, remember, pay attention to the December update, the December podcast, I'm calling it. I have some decisions to make on maps, on what maps to switch to. Yeah, there's some decision points coming up. I don't want to leave the West Coast, but I don't know. I'll do whatever you guys want, as long as it's not jump off a bridge. So I will talk to you guys later. Until next time, thanks a lot for tuning in. And again, I just feel like we didn't do a lot this episode. I'll do more next episode, I promise. But I'm a little bit pressed for time right now, as I want to get the Abandoned Forest tutorial up and also the December update up all today, which is a lot of more editing and recording to do today. So I thank you for all understanding that, and like I said, I'll get more of that. You know what? Maybe if I have some time, I'll do a special West Coast episode tomorrow. No. I mean, I'm on Thursday, but I can't do that because Wednesday is my anniversary, and that means that I would have to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so we need to get a little bit more foil. One or both foil rows are empty. Okay, so that looks like it's a perfect timing to turn things off. And what is that? That's B, right? B or X? B? Where's B? Let's open that one up. One or both foil. Wait, what? Those aren't empty. Right? How are they empty? Oh, this is the storage. That's right. They actually go back here. I forget how this thing works, right? Because they have to go hold drop mount. What's the drop mount? What does the drop mount do, guys? I'm not sure whether we want that upper, but maybe make it a smoother transition. How do I get these out of here? So I want to. How do I get them out of there? Anybody? Anybody know how I? Oh wait, do I want this? That's what I do. Okay, there we go. So we need another one of these, and let's see, over here. Over here. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I forget how this works because I'm not a normal. So is this the netting? I don't even know how a bale works. How does a... Somehow I pressed F2. So from how I understand, is this the stuff that... Yeah, this is the stuff that goes around the outside of the bale. To hold it together. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, you see it right there. So that's the netting that holds the bale together. And then you have the wrap that... Whoops, we need that there. So that's just extra storage. That goes there. But then these are actually actively used, right? Because that's the netting. Oh, wait, no. No, it goes up there. Do I have to ever refill that? That's something that I don't know. Do I have to refill that as well? I don't know anything about this baler. I have not used it a lot before, but it looks like for now we are good to go on the foil wrapping. So that will get us going there at the end. And yeah, so be sure to check out that December update for... I do love that wrapping texture. They do a really good job making wrap bales look like you just... I don't know. They look like little pieces of candy. You just want to eat them or something. Although they're really big and wouldn't fit in your mouth. But anyway, that's maybe if you were a giant. If I was a giant, I would want to pick up this little piece of candy and eat it. But okay, I'll stop talking really weird now, and I'll just stand up here on my little soapbox, looking out over our crops for the right here. Here we get a better view of our crops. Anyway, thank you all for stopping in. I will have more of the West Coast action on Friday. Until then, be sure to check out the December update, like I said, vote on that, and then the tutorial if you are looking to continue your mapping career, or if you are looking for just how the update is on that abandoned forest tutorial map. So until then, I thank you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.